What's up, gamers? It's Noon here, back with some more Final Fantasy Draft. I've been on a pretty major downswing recently, so let's hope we can get something good. And here we have Yuna, Hope of Spira. 5 mana, 3/5. During your turn, Yuna and enchantment creatures you control, so that's sagas, basically, have Trample, Lifelink, and Ward 2. At the beginning of your end step, return up to one target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Seems pretty awesome to me. Very happy to take that. Other good cards here would be Vanille, pretty strong. Ultimecia is a nice sort of top end for a blue-black deck. Ice Magic is quality removal. Chocobo Kick is strong. I think let's take the Yuna and try and get some sagas going. Okay, well, no sagas here. There are some pretty strong cards. So, Queen of Kugome, 3 mana, 2/3, that makes frog tokens whenever you make tokens. I think that might be my pick here. Titus is also very strong in the Artifacts deck. I really like Titus. 3 mana, 2/1, Artifacts buff it, and then tap to... when it attacks, tap something down. If I guess pick one, pack one, I might be taking Titus here. Maybe I should take that instead of Queen. Queen can be very strong. And in in green-white, there's a lot of tokens. Geisel Greens is also a consideration, potentially. Yeah, I like the Queen. I like the monocolored rather than taking another thing here. You could potentially play 3 colors or like the Towns deck, you know, with something like this Gladiolus here, and keep the Yuna and the Titus, but I think it's probably better just to take the one color card. And I also think Titus is less good in the Towns deck because there's going to be fewer artifacts. Now here it's between the Gubu and the Balam, and I think I just like the Gubu. Solid 2 mana ramp. Balam is really strong. Again, could consider taking the Gladiolus. It goes well with the Queener because they end up in a similar deck with the what's it called? The birds, the landfall tokens. Notably, there's some reasonable red cards here. Okay, black cards, but I think the Gubu is just the pick. We're being past 3 pretty solid green cards, so I think the Gubu is good here. Princess Seri may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. I mean, yeah. Might just be a Crystal's Chosen here. Crystal's Chosen's probably the strongest card in the deck. I mean, you need a lot of draw to make this work. I think I like the Crystal's Chosen here. It goes nicely with the Queener if we can get some token manufacture. Coel, also pretty strong. Just a 2 mana 2/2 that can tap some stuff down. And then a bunch of filler level stuff down here. Garland, also pretty strong, but not really what we're doing. So let's take the Crystal's Chosen. Rydia is nice here. Notably, we have no enchantments here. I mean, this also goes nicely with the Saga situation, right? This is also Battle Menu. I've never actually played with Battle Menu. 2 mana, got a bunch of options. I think that's a pretty solid pickup. I think Fate of the Suncrist and Battle Menu are probably the 2 strongest cards in our colors, though I am tempted to take the Rydia here. But I think the Battle Menu is better. Plus the token, you know, makes an extra token with the Quinoa. And the destroy target creature with power 4 or greater is really where you want to be at with this one. But it's also the Magitech Infantry. I don't think that's really the sort of deck that we're building here. Now, we've got another Gladiolus, which is really nice. We could also take the Blitzball, which the Geisel Greens here. I mean, Stiltskin is also perfectly fine. Just a 1 mana 1/2 lifelink with some occasional upside, but I think I like the Geisel Greens here. I'd be happy to pick up a Blitzball. I'd be potentially happy to splash Gladiolus, but I don't think that's exactly where I want to be. And now we have no green at all here, and the white card here is an Artifacts white card. So we are seeing some black here. Maybe I'll just take the Final Days. I guess it's the hardest one to play. Let's take the Girlfriend of Freet. That goes nicely with the Yuna. It's an enchantment creature. And it's a solid one. So we could end up playing 3 colors. We could end up splashing the white here. Not really interested in either of these red cards, but I guess I'll take the Opera Love Song. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Opera Love Song. Not thrilled about it, but it's reasonable. So I think Yuna is worth a splash if we can get it in with, like, say, 2 to 3 enchantment creatures. I mean, plus she's just a 3/5 trample lifelink ward too, which is solid. Yeah, would really like to be recurring something with her, but we've got 2 more packs to pick stuff up. I guess red-green is really where you want to be for the enchantment creature thing. Though there's sagas in white as well, and blue. I mean, would love to open Fenrir. That's the dream. Rip a Fenrir pack too. Here I think I like just taking the fixing. The free fixing rather than the Blitzball. That seems solid to me. Notably, Ultimecia and Retrieve the Esper are really solid. So it looks like Dimir might be open here. But I think just taking the land here is a solid choice. And choice between Hill Gygas or You're Not Alone. I think I like the You're Not Alone here, though I'd say it's pretty close. Well, there's another Girlfriend of Freet. That's unfortunate that I didn't take the Gygas there. Am I ever playing Scorpion Sentinel? No, but I'm also never playing the Iron Giant there, so I guess I'll just take the Trino, even though, again, I'm probably not really playing either of those colors. We could end up splashing something busted. Nyx Bloom Ancient, the Cloudseed Djinn. 5/5 trample for 7. If you tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. Okay, not really what we're looking for. Here is a Sin, though. It is a double splash, but that's the kind of card that you make things work for. I mean, Genova is also busted, but I think we take the Sin here, try and make it work. So green splashing everything, I guess, is kind of the plan. Yeah, so now we just need to take every piece of fixing that we can find, basically. So Blitzball, maybe it's the Town Greeting. No, what we do is we take the busted removal, and then we take the fixing after that. Bombs, removal, everything else. I'm pretty sure that's what bread stands for. I have my own version of that, which is sucks. Strong cards, okay cards, shit cards. So I think this counts as a strong card, whereas Blitzball and Town Greeter are more in the okay cards kind of category. We probably won't be able to play the Crystal's Chosen with this heavy splash nonsense that we've got going on. But let's take the Sephiroths here. Now, I would say there's nothing busted in this pack, so I'm going to take the Crossroads Village. Slash of Light would be solid, but let's do this. Can probably not play the battle menu. So, not really where we want to be at. I think Fat Chocobo is going to be better for us than the Crossroads Village. It plays really nicely with the Yuna. Even if we cut these Girlfriend of Freets, we're going to want the Fat Chocobo in here. The Rydia's Return might be solid as well if we end up with some mill. Just taking more Trinos, even though they're double off color splash lands. I guess I would take the Crossroads Village over the Trino too here, but yeah. That Chocobo seems solid to me. And then Summon Anima. Not sure about that one. Could go for Rubinastre. Again, double off color, but might just be fine in this deck. Commune with Beavers also seems kind of surprisingly solid in this kind of deck. I guess I'll take that over the Rubinastre. And an Omega is kind of a nice payoff for the hectic nonsense that we're doing. I'd obviously love the Blitzball, love the world map, love the Vector. But here I'm going to slam the Omega. And now I think the world map is good. We could even play Ultimecia potentially if we get another one, though I guess we probably don't really want to be doing that. But world map is great. I would probably play 2 more of them. So yeah, I'm thinking about cutting these 2. Both solid, both kind of not what we're doing here. Like now we're just playing Sin, right? That's the game plan, is play Sin, win the game. So I guess even the girlfriends are kind of potentially not going to happen here. They are pseudo ramp and they are filtering as well, right? The discard and draw situation. Here I think I like the blue-white land. Yeah, again, it's double off color, but I think that's fine. It's either that or take the Fate of the Suncrist, which actually maybe that's the pick. No, I like the no. Let's take the removal. It's not incredible removal, but I think it's solid. Again, double off-color lands are not exactly where we want to be. None of these are thrilling, but Bard's Bow is just a okay 3-mana blocker. And here I'm pretty happy with the Blitzball, though notably I would definitely play a Quick-One Merchant in this deck. The Blitzball is just very solid fixing. Here, I suppose I'm taking the Sahagin, but I don't think we're going heavy enough blue for it. So it might end up not happening. Got 2 big enough spells here. Here, again, Trino is not the land that I'm like thrilled to be getting, but I think it's fine. It's basically a colorless tap land for us, right? Which is not where we want to be. But let's take it and see what we can get. And here, say this is close, but no, let's take the cheap card. And Moogle is unlikely to make our deck. Okay, well, here we've got Joshua, who is busted, and we noted, what's this, a 4-mana 4/4. Whenever a non-human creature controls attacks, look at the top 6 cards. You may put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking, indestructible until end of turn. Well, we've got 1 human, so it's probably not quite good enough. Travel the Overworld is awesome. It's a really nice payoff for this deck. We do need some more ramp and fixing now, is basically what we need. I'm kind of tempted to take the Joshua, honestly, because it's also just a win con on its own. We currently are not really playing red, though. So I think let's take the travel. Kind of sucks passing these 2. Well, I mean, the 4/4 is not that busted, but the Joshua is just busted. But I think the Travel the Overworld is important enough for our game plan. 3 and is it 4/4 flying haste whenever opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. I mean, it's very strong, but I think I just like the Sephiroths. The Girlfriend Cerberus is also sick, and I would take that. But look, without double black already, and the Sin, like, we're kind of a blue-black deck. What's it called? Sultai. Green, blue, black. We could potentially even take these 2 out. Which makes me kind of sad that we passed those Ultimecias, but I guess if the last few packs are anything to go by, we'll get it back. Here, I think the combat tutorial is what we're after. Just some solid draw. Though, I mean, we could still be playing the Yuna. It's a pretty easy splash. And the Primal Garuda is solid. It's only solid, though. I think the combat tutorial as draw and a trick is quite nice. 3 mana aggro card, not really where we want to be. Like, we're kind of just splashing these Sephiroths, which I think are absolutely worth it. I don't think the Ninja Blade is worth the splash. Here, the Guado Salam versus the Gubu Gardener, I think, is close. We are a little short on playables, so I think maybe the Gubu is better. I'd say that's honestly legitimately quite close. I got counterspelled the other day. I was mad about it. These things happen. So yeah, we currently have no... Oh, we've got the one Saga creature, which is the Chocobo. I mean, if we can just get that back one time with the Yuna's probably pretty worth it there. Here, second combat tutorial versus Guado Salam number 1. I think I would rather take the land here. I mean, Summon Anima is honestly not crazy for us. Though recurring it with the Yuna is not necessarily where we want to be at. I guess she has lifelink, which makes it a bit better. And it would have lifelink, which makes it a bit better. The double black is just pretty hard, though. No, let's take the land. And here, Renoa Heartily is awesome. So 5 mana, 5/5 worth of stats, and then when she attacks another creature you control, gets +1/+1. Just a nice additional white splash. Another win con. I would like one more world map, I think, but I think the Renoa is pretty solid, and I'm pretty happy to take her. And here the Gone is quite nice as well. Green-black land. There's nothing else here that exciting. The Queequern would be fine, but I think... I mean, how many playables do we have here? We do need a few more playables. Yeah, okay. It's funny, because both of these are kind of, you know, people talk about eating your vegetables. They're both eating our vegetables. Garnet. We don't have enough sagas for that to be relevant. I just like the Balaam T-Rexor here. The Blitzball would also be fine, but this is cycling and top end and fixing and blah blah blah. Not playing any of these, I'm pretty sure, so let's take the Esper. We might need to run it. We're still slightly short. We need one more playable. I mean, we can put in the Scorpion Sentinel if we need to. I don't think I'm playing any of these, so just let's take the Fang. Actually, not terrible with Sahagin. We've got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Yeah, again, none of these are coming. I guess maybe the Evil Reawakened isn't crazy. But we're not milling, so it's just a 5 mana nothing. I'll take the rare card. Probably not playing this. Sahagin versus Guado Salam is close. I think the Sahagin is good enough. I was thinking... Yeah. I think that's good enough. Probably not playing this Monk's Fists. Alright. So that might just be the deck. I think this Sahagin was a good choice there. I think I only want 1 plains. We don't have actually anything except the world map to go and find it. 1 swamp, 2 Trinos, Crossroads Village, Blitzball. Let's cut a plains and add a swamp, maybe? Because I really want to be able to cast these Sephiroths as soon as I draw them. I mean, that looks pretty solid to me. Stuff that we're leaving in the sideboard that I would like to play is Fate of the Suncrist, Battle Menu, and Crystals Chosen. But I think I'm pretty happy with all of this. Is it possible that we cut the Yuna? She doesn't have amazing synergy in our deck, but then what am I putting in instead? Is the Ninja Blades? I mean, Renoa also doesn't have amazing synergy in our deck. I think this looks fine enough to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 non-basic lands. Alright, let's run it out. Again, the plan is survive until we cast Sin. I might end up cutting the white. We'll see how this first game plays out. But while we're waiting for our first OP, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the channel. Small-time streamer, means a lot. Every view counts. I get that dopamine hit from, you know, ticking up into the double digits, so I really appreciate you spending your internet time with this guy. This looks like a pretty solid keep to me. 2 Goobus to gum up the ground, and then Sephiroths, and then a Fat Chocobo. Chocobo. I mean, I'll trade here. And I'll play this for white. Play another Goobu. No attacks would be nice. I guess they're thinking about if they want to use a trick or if they want to try and bluff me or trade or something, but they do not, which, you know, we love to see it. Okay. Do I want to Sephiroths here? No, I'm pretty happy just trading. Okay. Do I want to hold up this land? I should have played it before we attacked for an extra point of damage, but that's fine. And because we have a bunch of expensive stuff in our deck. So, yeah, that's actually a pretty big mistake not playing that swamp. Are they mono white? And I think I'm just swinging rather than using the Quick for filtering here. Yep. Should have kept my Quick up for filtering. But that'll do nicely. So hopefully they play something here and I can Sephiroths and swing for 2. Okay, that's actually not really what I wanted. Except, it still just gets us the win here, right? Because we can swing in for 3, assuming they don't have an instant. Yeah, nice. Using 2 Sephiroth's interventions on 2 1/1 tokens feels good. I mean, normally that would feel terrible, but in this case, it was the right move, and thus, felt good. Alright. Well, that went fine. We didn't even see Sin, so let's run it out again. So, by the way, I'd be interested in a recommendation for the best Final Fantasy game to try, maybe on a video. For someone who's not big into RPGs, I realize that is maybe a silly thing to say, but okay, this looks like a keep. I'm not sure if there's a reason to play anything other than a forest first here. Oh. In case I mess it up next turn and play the wrong land for my Sahagin, that would be a reason. Okay. Don't really like that guy. I'll just cycle the Balam T-Rexor at the end of turn here. What you got? Shambling Seath. You hate to see it. I think let's just blast him. Swing in for 2. It's possible it would have been better to play the Gubu there. Nice. That's an excellent use of Gaius Van Belsar. It's the best I've ever seen. Oh, and they sack it, not the Seath? That's crazy. Somehow managed to draw no basic lands here. Okay. Do I want to take 6 here? I guess I'll just chump. Of course, they're never blocking here. We've got for 3 mana here. OP. Gotta say, I'm not liking where we're at. Overkill? You're gonna overkill my Chocobo? Okay, nice. Yeah, that's fine. That's a pretty good use of that. I like it. And a very rare occasion where I get to use the world map's, you know, second ability. Swing with both, yep. I will block this way. They've got a trick, they've got a trick. Not, but we are still looking a little rough here. So I can sack it for a non-basic land here, and I think I want to take the Windurst, right? We've got Forest, Swamps, Islands. Yeah. And do I want to just rip this right now? I'm almost dubs, so I think it might be better to do it this way and play that next turn. I'm gonna start wrecking us with Reno and Rude. Guess let's do this. If they want to use some removal, they can. Okay, that is awesome. I think I want to do this. Sure. Just play the Queen here or the Sahagin? Guess let's play the more expensive one. Yeah, and let's do the draw and discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can play the Omega fine here. And which one do I want to kill? I guess it's the Seath. The others are pretty manageable. Let's just auto pay, and we leave up the blue-black land. That's fine. Do I want to swing with the Queener? I can kill their Reno if they block, I guess. Let's do it. So I'm not playing the Sahagin because I want to filter away this forest with the Queequeg there. Sephiroth, Fable, Soldier. Nice. Well, that's the one that I wish I'd tapped down with my Omega. I actually... yeah, not sure I can use that, so that's fine. So I need to be able to block here. Yep. It's not really what I wanted to see, but it's okay. Artifact, creature, or land. Yeah. Guess I'll take the Noliths here. It's not fascinating, but it's fine. And let's crack this now. Yep, train for one. I'm gonna swing with my Omega here. I should have played the Blitzball, because if it goes through, we could have drawn again. That's a pretty solid mistake there. But we can also just get a couple more things on the board here. I mean, they could have an Ultima. Oh, how does this work? I mean... okay, I'll just put it on the hero instead of the frog, but that's fine. We got it. They had the Sephiroth on the board and we got it. That's awesome. Okay, I'm kind of surprised that we won that one. I felt like I was under a significant amount of pressure there, but I guess we stabilized. I mean, you know, Queener doing the thing, I guess. She got in for 2 damage, and then she got in for 2 frogs. Yeah, if that's not value for a 3-3, I don't know what is. Yeah, honestly, legitimately surprised that I won that match, but, you know, we take those. We take those for sure. Gromican. It's not the avatar that I would associate with a name like Gromican, but sure. I don't love this, but I think it's a keep with the Gubu and the Commune in hand. We'll play the Gubu first. Fair enough. Huh. So now I can just go Forest Blitzball, which might be better. Yeah. Commune is not an exciting card. I would kind of rather not have it. But let's take the Trino here. Oh shit, I forgot I don't have extra blue. That's annoying. I was going to double spell with the quick one and the Sage's no list, but I can't count to 2, so I didn't. No blocks. Alrighty. Alrighty. Honestly, I think this is close between the Nuliths and the Trino. Guess let's discard the Nuliths. Okay, well, wish I hadn't done that, but that's fine. Yep. Two death touches is very annoying. I guess I could double block the Tonbri, but I need to find some removal. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so let's do that. We're pretty close to dead here. Stop bouncing with my fat chocobo. I don't appreciate that kind of behavior. Okay. I'm going to swing in with my fat chocobo here because it disappears next turn anyway. Okay, well, that is nice. I think I want to play this Queener here. Very, very, very close to dead on board. Are they going to counter that? Nope. Okay. Got a fight spell? No. Sack the Dire Rat. Gotcha. Oh. What did they sack? Doesn't seem matter. Oh, yeah, that token. Yeah, sure. Interesting. And they do potentially have counter mana up, but I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. Now we've got the world map on the battlefield, so it can't make a world map, which is nice. That's actually kind of good for me. it's gonna be GG then. Yeah, we're just dead on the board. Alright. They got me pretty good. That was a nice sack deck, honestly. We're doing fine there. Unfortunately. Blue-black control. Let's keep going. We didn't see any of our white cards there, including our white mana, which may be a good thing on the whole. Kintown. Kinto UN. Kinto United Nations. Alright. Sketchy hand, but we've got 2 and the cycle and the sin. I think I just need to cycle here at the end of that turn. It's too important to get the Balamti Rexor online. Okay, well they just drew 3, which is awesome for them. It's bad for me. Okay, drawing 2 lands there was not really what I was looking for. Next turn, Fat Chocobo is quite nice. What you got? Combat Tutorial. Prisha's Wanderings. Okay. Let's just go right ahead and do this. Saz's Chocobo, you hate to see it. Yep. And the Gubu. Alrighty. Swing with both of these. Alright. Happy for them to just take that, that's fine. And I think I like the Traveling Overworld here. We might take a bit of damage this turn. Take 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. But that is a nice series of cards now have in our possession. Sorry, up to 6. I don't know. Yeah, look, we can take a bit of damage here, but next turn, what are we doing? Like Renoa and then Yuna or something like that. I just want to swing with the Fat Chocobo and keep some back, because we will not have that many blockers, so I think that's probably a good idea. Okay, but it has trample, so that doesn't do much. It saves them 1 hit point for a fairly unimportant guy, I guess, but yeah, let's go with the Renoa heartily. They counter. Yep. Nice. Yeah, that's a solid turn for them. But you know what can get back? Oh, except it's exiled. Haha, but Sin does get back our Balam at the moment, which is awesome if they don't kill anything else here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so. Okay. Tap down my Gubu. They should tap down my Gubu here. My Chocobo's going away. Let's take the 5. Get the 6, 6. Oh, we get the Chocobo. I mean, that's also awesome. I forgot that we just lost our 4-4. That's fine. It's exiled now? Yeah, that's a shame, because it means that our Yuna can't get through, but it's fine. Okay, solid. Solid card. Look, we are in some trouble. Don't get me wrong. Let's double block the Flan, I reckon. Save the most hit points. There we go. Crap. I thought we were locked down longer than that, but I am pleased that we weren't. Okay, 3-1. Let's keep it going. Well, we got to play one of our white cards. It got immediately syncopated. That feels like a win to me. Got to go off with Sin. You know, it's all good. Again, this looks like an uncomfortable keep. Someone pointed out to me in the comments that I got the ordering wrong with my world map play in a previous one. Because it's still a turn 2 crack with a tap land, so I think it is better to do it this way. Sweet potatoes. There's a lot of black-white going around today. Feels like we've almost exclusively been up against black decks. Shinra, Shinra, Shinra. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. And I guess we just need to get a forest. I think it's too greedy to get anything else. Okay. Slightly rewarded with the planes there, I guess. So, yeah. Sketchy keep. We're doing okay. So I'll just trade for the Monk's Fist if they swing in with it. I think. Okay, well, disregard. And we'll take 4 if they swing in with it. Okay. It's not really what I wanted to see right here. So taking at least 6. Probably taking at least 9. They should move the greatsword. Yeah. That's the only one that you don't attack with, bro. Yeah. Alright. I hate cycling that, but I think it's worth it to thin out our deck a little. But I guess we just didn't get to play any cards that time. Look, it was a sketchy keep, but our draws did nothing for us. With the world map, I don't know. Maybe that's a mulligan. We've got a lot of 2s, I guess. We didn't have any of them. Let's see if we can regain some sanity, or at least some decent plays here. Look, I think, again, this is a keep. We've got a 1 and a 3, and most of our colors. This needs to be green. Take that. And we'll play it tapped. Okay, well, this is terrifying. I'm actually going to play the Queen first. Can block just as fine, and then we get the toad value next turn. Frog value. They should be toads. Toads are cooler. I mean, no diss to frogs, but I think everyone knows that toads are cooler. Alright, I think I'm just going to not block here. They cast a 4-mana spell, eject on my Quinoa or something. That's fine. I know I said I played her because she could block, but, you know, they... Okay. They're on mono Sahagins. Must be nice. Well, let's do this. Let's get the frog value. So, this seems like probably a bug. What happens if I try and attach it to the frog? It just does. Okay. Alright, let's swing. Okay. Taking 6 here. So I think I just want to hold up the Sephiroths here. Playing the Traveler Overworld is really, really nice. But, yeah, I think I just want to wait until combat on their turn. Okay, they don't have any instants, so that's nice. We take 4 here. And a Wyvern is bad news bears. I could play the Blitzball, swing in with the Queen, tap and draw. I think I like that one. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Maybe I should play it after swinging with the Queen, because it just needs to be on the turn that it connects, right? So. Okay. Well. I think they didn't see that I had a reach creature there. And, of course, we love that. We love it when our OPs don't know. I think we just run out the Trampler. Gain 3. No attacks. Let's go. Let us go. Look, I was terrified when they played those Sahagins, but they didn't really get anywhere with it. They played 1 4-mana spell, and look, they bonked us hard. They got in there, but I wonder if they were missing a color. They were just mono blue Sahagins. Yeah. Yeah, weird. I had a terrifying deck that failed to function. And, you know, I love that for an opponent. Damn. Look at these large pincers of the booty. Yeah. It's a... what do they say? Can't mulligan, can't win. It's probably not quite that bad, but... can't mulligan, extremely concerned. Okay, Heck dies. I'm happy to drop an island here. Okay, so my question is, do we play the Commune or the Gubu? I guess we play the Commune here. If we get a forest, that's awesome. Beautiful. Basically drew 3 there. Can play this, play this. I should always do that attack first. I'm full. Ugh. Really need to remember not to play all my shit out before I attack. Take the 3. Okay, getting back the Heck dies, nice. Is it crazy to discard the Sephiroth's intervention here? Because this is a 4/4, a 2/2, and a 1/1. You can play it next turn, and there's nothing here that I'm that excited to intervene on. Yeah, and I really want to keep my travel because it can help me restock. So this is a situation where actually maybe I should have played the Chocobo first if they're going to trade here, but they did not, which I'd love to see it. And I think I'm going to play this even if they have another discard effect. Then we just cry, but it means that we can play the travel next turn if it's still in our hand. Okay, well, that sucks. Sucks immensely. So let's attack with these, and the quinoa, I guess? Maybe, and the frog? Then they eat the frog with, like, the 3/3, and we can sack it to the quinoa. How does this work? Just 2 and sack, yeah, okay. Okay, that's even better. I take it back, it's not even better because now we just get to kill the Seath, which is, like, it comes back anyway. Yep. 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 Alrighty. Well, we need some of our big chunkers here. The combat tutorial would also go hard. I'm really quite annoyed that they did have another Heck dies, like, in their hand to get rid of this card there. Okay, nice. Fair dues. Swing here? Yeah, it's not super worth it. Gubu Gardener holding off the whole team. But look, also, if we pull our Sin here, suddenly we're in a good spot. Yep, I'll take 3. T-Rexor is also nice. Okay, Kenneth. 5/5. They got black or white. So white and 2 gain 5. Target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under its owner's control. Okie dokie. Well, we're probably fucked, is my general inclination. All creatures gain channel on haste, 1/1 counter, draw a card. I mean, it's a cool card. It's nice that it goes in any white deck as well. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I haven't seen that one before, but I like it. Oh, travel the overworld. How you've forsaken me. Yep. Do you have no other creature cards? Yeah. Let's take the 5. Cry about it. Okay, that's a pretty good start. So they can pull that dwarf back if they want. Reno and Rude, okay, it's pretty nice. And the Seath, yeah. They can start going off with that next turn. I like to see that. Should I be swinging with my Gubu? I guess they're just going to block that with the Ambrosia. And block the other stuff with the other stuff. Yeah, chump with the Omega there. Yeah. Have some green. That's concerning. Is it just so that they can put +1/+1s on? I don't think I'm quite at the stage of wanting to chump the Ambrosia. Or the Seath, I guess. Yeah, maybe I need to leave the Omega back. Yep. Okay. Now I'm just going to start attacking with the Gubu, I think. Is that crazy? It's probably crazy. What I need is to draw Sin. I feel like that would help me if I could draw the best card in my deck. Okay, they really are doing it. They've got every color for the Noctis. That's pretty sweet. I assume it's literally just for this that they put some fixing in for. Which is very funny. Okay. I'll give them a nice for that. And it was not just for the Noctis, which is crazy. When she attacks, another target creature you control gets +1/+1. Yeah, I think I need to still hold back here. So is she going to attack, give something +8/+8? He doesn't have red for trample, which is nice. Gregdolf. Gregdolf the Grey. Oh, that's probably going to be a good game. +9/+9 on something. Okay, they didn't go for it. What's going on over there? Just swing in with your Noctis, you know? Maybe they've got a Sin as well, and they're just waiting for it to play it because it will be cool. Which is understandable. Yeah, that 4 and a black is brutal. Just means we don't kill anything. Okay. Let's do this. I think I want to chump the Reno because I don't want him drawing my cards here and then sacking and then getting the sack thing back, you know? There's a lot of really annoying stuff that can happen there. Oh, yeah, I fully forgot about that. Haha, whoops. I mean, it's kind of silly. They could have just put another... I guess it didn't have that much green. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be a good game for me. Very rude of them to hit me with the good game. I hit you with the good game. Yeah. I think even then it was too late for Sin. But... look, that was a fun game. It was a cool deck. We went 6-3. I mean, 6-3. That's optimistic thinking. We went 4-3. It's possible I should have cut the white. It's probably would have been better. But the Omega went off. We got the Sin going one time. I think the Sephiroths was a good plan. Oh well, that was fun. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.